Is the DualSense Edge controller worth the $200 price tag? That's what we're finding out today. If you love all things tech, then this channel is perfect for you. We have tech reviews, tech explainers, and tech news every single day. We've just started on our journey, and we are inviting you to be part of our growing community by clicking that subscribe button. Get notified to keep up with our latest uploads every single day. Now back to the video. Sony presents the DualSense Edge in a sleek cardboard box filled with not just the controller, but a few extra goodies. Inside, you'll find a sturdy travel case, which can be fairly useless these days since I don't imagine anyone going to a friend's house to play multiplayer anymore, but it's still a welcome addition. There's also a 2.8 meter braided cable with a unique locking feature, additional thumbsticks that are in different heights, and a pair of paddle options for the back. At first glance, the Edge might seem a tad bit underwhelming, especially with its glossy finish, which I'm not a huge fan of. It feels a bit like a third-party controller rather than a premium Sony product, but at least you can change the faceplate out. Now, I like the small PlayStation symbols on the touchpad. It not only adds a bit of texture, but I think it also adds a classy touch. The controller maintains the familiar DualSense shape, which is great for ergonomic comfort, but it's slightly heavier than the original. We're talking a few grams difference, and it's not even heavier enough to trigger the premium is heavier phenomenon. Of course, the standout feature of the DualSense Edge is its modularity and customization. Aside from the swappable thumbsticks and faceplate, you can also change the analog sticks. A big win for longevity and repairability since you can just swap those out if and when the mechanism inevitably develops stick drift. Or better yet, you can upgrade them entirely to Hall effect joysticks so you won't ever have to change them out again. You've got different types of paddles to experiment with. You've got the lever types and a semicircle type. I think I like the lever types more since they're easier to press, but if you're only using the paddles occasionally, I recommend the semicircle type since those take a bit more thought to press. Diving into the software settings, Sony has made it impressively user-friendly. You can easily create custom profiles and adjust button assignments, stick sensitivity, sensitivity curves, and dead zones. The controller stores these settings, allowing for seamless switching between profiles, which I think competitive gamers will love. When it comes to actual gameplay, the DualSense Edge delivers a pretty familiar experience, but the adjustable trigger travel is a highlight, offering 3 settings to suit different gaming styles. While I prefer the full travel for immersive narrative games, the shorter travel is ideal for competitive scenarios where quick response is key. The paddles, although an acquired taste for me, works very well and at least offers the extra functionality without being intrusive. One of the features that I was really excited about is the locking cable mechanism. It turns the DualSense Edge into a wired controller, offering a stable and secure connection. And of course, it transfers the signal directly on the cable. It's not just charging it, and it's absolutely perfect for competitive gaming. Although as for me, my skill level just couldn't outgrow the normal controllers just yet. But at least we don't have to worry about yanking the cable out while charging and playing, which you might need since we need to address the elephant in the room, the battery life. The DualSense Edge disappointingly packs a smaller battery compared to the standard DualSense, which is nothing short of a letdown. With around 5 hours of gameplay on a full charge, you'll find yourself reaching for that charging cable more often than you'd like. For comparison, the normal DualSense controller can last me up to 8 hours, but I'd still charge it after every use. For a controller of this caliber and price point, I expected battery performance, and it's not like it's impossible. Just take a look at the Xbox Elite controller. It significantly improved the battery life up to 40 hours, which is pretty sweet if you ask me. Answering the big question, is the DualSense Edge worth the $200 price tag? It's a tough call. The modularity, customization, and the locking cable are definite pluses, but the battery life and the glossy finish makes it really tough to recommend to everyone. If you're a competitive gamer, the Edge can be a worthy investment. However, for the average gamer, sticking to the $70 DualSense controller might be the smarter move. The DualSense Edge is a controller that pushes the boundaries in customization and modularity but falls short in some key areas. If only it has more battery life, it would be pretty easy to recommend, but if you're still interested with this controller, you can scan the QR code or you can check the links in the description box below. If you like this video, please consider giving that subscribe button a good tap. This is Marty, and I'll see you tomorrow.